Hey everyone, so in this video I'm going to be showing you a complete guide on where to find every single synthesis item in the game to unlock the Ultima weapon. Before you even start getting the supplies to the Ultima weapon, you have to first synthesize everything else first. Well, I say everything else, the first 30 items available to even unlock the chance to craft the Ultima weapon. After you synthesize 15 different items, you unlock the ability Encounter Plus, and that speeds things up a lot, especially if you're synth grinding, because instead of moving 2 screens away to respawn Heartless, you have to only move 1, so it just speeds your grinding up massively. Also, you need Lucky Strikes to increase your luck on getting rare items, because the items drops in this game is super low compared to Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3, sorry. Sora, depending on what level, depending on which route you take, he gets Lucky Strike at a different time. I chose the staff route and I got it around level 42, 43, stuff like that. I can't remember exactly. And I don't know when you get it for the shield and sword route. And I'm pretty sure one of the routes he gets it super late, like level 70, level 80 or something like that. Donald, his is kind of late. He gets it about 49, 50. And Goofy, he gets his around about level 20, which is kind of nice. So with that in mind, let's begin. Here in Hollow Bastion, the castle gates, these red guys drop your blaze shards quite often here. Here in the Cave of Wonders, these red fat bandits drop your blazing gems. Also, these bandits drop your blazing gems too. Here in the Manor Ruins, there's a special Heartless that will spawn. And you know he'll spawn because these mummy-looking Heartless will spawn a few times. So just keep killing them until he spawns. You want to have Eroga, the best wind thing in the game. And once he's down, you basically just... the arrow will hit those little balls right back at him. So keep hitting him until he goes down. And he drops your blazing stones quite often, apparently. Maybe I got really lucky. Basically, the more balls you hit back at him, he will... you have a better chance of getting more blazing stones. But I think you're guaranteed to get one if you kill him fast enough, because I've fought him in the past, and because I didn't kill him quick enough, he never dropped one for me. But that was before I have the Eroga spell. Because if you get hit by it while the arrow is not active, he will automatically like recharge and you have to deplete his health bar again. Your frost shards can be found easily by these blue guys in the entrance hall of Halloween Town, Hollow Bastion. In Atlantica, these jellyfish-looking fucks will drop your frost gems, but they also split into smaller guys to have a bigger chance to get frost gems for you. Here in Monstra, we're going to go back up to where we fought Parasite Cage 2 at the stomach. Lies our rare Heartless. He doesn't always spawn here, so just keep trying. But here he is. Make sure you bring elixirs with you. And toss an elixir at him. He will drop your frost stones. Unfortunately, the targeting system sucks in this game. But if you kill him, you're guaranteed to get 2 or 3 frost stones. Here in Neverland from the hold, go into this first room, and for your Thunder Shards, you just need to kill off these fucks. Unfortunately, I can't Thunder them because they're the Absorb Thunder, of course, because they're lightning-based. But these guys will drop your Thunder Shards very, very easily. Back in Atlantica, these underwater soldiers drop your Thunder Gems. They're immune to thunder, so I have to use fire. Fortunately, those big fish that spawn with these guys drop your Thunder Gems too. Fortunately, the fish did, but the soldiers didn't. Here in the bamboo thicket, you'll find this rare Heartless. You have to play a little mini-game for him to actually get the Lightning Stone. He will move about very fast, so I do a pause trick to try and find him. Every time you hit him, you have a chance to get a Lightning Stone, but it's a rare drop. And you have to win 4 of these games to get a Lightning Stone. Nice, I got one. If you win 4 times, he's guaranteed to give you a Lightning Stone, but if you lose 4 times, he'll disappear. I lost him, I think. Nice. I didn't lose him. He's guaranteed a Lightning Stone if you beat his minigame, but every time you hit him, he has a very rare % drop to give you a free Lightning Stone too. Our next item is going to be Lucid Shards. Here in the Wonderland, in the Bazaar Room, if loads of shadows spawn instead of normal enemies, then you've spawned a rare Heartless. These normal shadows gives you Lucid Shards quite often, so Lucid Shards aren't the problem. But I might as well talk about the Fury Stone too. Just keep killing the shadows until the rare Heartless spawns. You might want to have Strike Grade for this, because if you get hit, you lose a chance for a Fury Stone. So these Giga Shadows spawn, and if you don't have Arrow, you'll get hit and lose a chance of a Fury Stone. If you don't get hit at all, you normally get 2. I did get hit, unfortunately, so I only got 1. If you get hit twice, then you lose your chance for a Fury Stone. If you get hit 3 times, they all disappear. But this is the best place to get Lucid Shards in the game. Back on the bridge going towards the Mana Ruins, you'll find these mummies. They drop your Lucid Gems. Unfortunately though, they like to hang on to them, so it might be a grueling process. Fortunately though, I don't think you need too many of them. Here on Moonlight Hill, you'll find a lot of Dark Balls. They are the source of Lucid Crystals in this game. You'll find Dark Balls everywhere in every world, once you seal Hollow Bastion's keyhole. But unfortunately, it's a crystal, so they like to hang on to the crystal. So just hang in there and you'll get one. In the streets of Agrabah, you'll find the soldiers and fatties that drop your Spirit Shards. It's quite a common drop, so it shouldn't take too long, but for me it's taken forever apparently. There you go. In the Bazaar Room, when there's no shadows that spawns these air soldiers that easily drop your Spirit Gems. In Deep Jungle, in the cliff area, you'll find these green guys that drop your Bright Shards very easily. they spawn even more often when you climb up here. And it's just a clusterfuck of them up here. Unfortunately, they are immune to all elements, so you have to attack them normally. In Traverse Town, in the 2nd district, is probably the best place to find your ghosts to get your bright gems. There's a good 7+ ghosts in this place, so you should be able to get it no problem. In the 3rd district of Traverse Town, this is the best place to find your bright crystals dropped by the defenders. Unfortunately, it's a crystal again, so it's going to be very hard to get. So just hang in there and they'll drop eventually. Here in the Bamboo Thicket, home of where the super rare Heartless is, these wizards. This might not be the best place in the game, but this seems to be where most of the wizards spawn in one area, so I find this is the best spot. Unfortunately, it's a rare drop, but these are the source of shiny crystals. They'll drop eventually, like so, but just hang in there and they'll drop. Sticking with Deep Jungle, we're going to get some power shards from the Power Wilds. This seems to be the best room to get power shards. There's a good 10 Power Wilds in this room, so just hang in there and they'll drop eventually. Here in Neverland, we're going to get power gems from any pirate Heartless. The air pirates, the pirate ship, or even the normal pirates that with swords. Back in the 2nd district, is the best place to find these Wervins. There's a good 7 or 8 of them in this room, and they're the source of your power crystals. Unfortunately, like always, it is a crystal, so it might take some time dropping it, but you will get one eventually. Alright, sticking with the 2nd district, we're going to tackle probably the most annoying synth item in the entire game. That's the one I hate the most. How this one works is, you're supposed to kill this pink monkey without it seeing you. So stop works, but I don't like to rely on that. So what I do is, I stay up here on this ledge, and unfortunately I fucked up. No, okay, I pulled it back. Unfortunately, these guys like to jump about a lot, and I mean a lot. But what I like to do is, I like to stand up here, target them, and jump with fire. Oh god. Okay. I like to stay up here and target with fire, and when I hit them, they normally come and try and see where it came from. And that's where I get the kill. But sometimes, as you can see, they jump up here and that ruins the strat. And they do like to get stuck a lot as well, which makes this even worse. So if they get stuck in an area that's far away from you, so these are the source of your power stones, and I think every 6 they give you a chance, or you're guaranteed a power stone. I'm not 100% sure if you're guaranteed a power stone or not. But every 6 kills, you get a chance to get a power stone. And I'm not 100% sure how many of these keep spawning. Normally, I keep attempting this until they spot me, and then I run away, because it's impossible to kill them once they spot you.
Fire! Come on! Fire!
That was close.
Fire!
Okay, we got another one.
Fire! See ya!
And just like that, I got spotted that time, so now I have to leave. But you can get 2, maybe 3 of them at a time if you're lucky. But that's the source of the Power Stones. And this is a good time to know that these are rare Heartless. And if you want to keep farming rare Heartless, all you gotta do, just kind of like Final Fantasy 12, you just move 2 screens away after you've killed the Heartless. And then it has a chance to spawn. And if it doesn't spawn on the first try, which it did, you just have to keep zoning until it spawns. I need to get another one, so I'll meet you guys at the next item. In the end of the world, you fight Invisibles and Gale, the very unique Heartless of the world. They drop your Gale, and the drop rate actually isn't too terrible, for once. Here in Agrabah, there's going to be some hot spiders that spawn. They drop Mythril Shards sometimes. Unfortunately though, it is a rare drop, so you might be at this for a while. In the Palace Gates of Agrabah, it's a rare monster, but if you see 12 pots in front of you, you know the monster has spawned. Literally just go around and keep trying to move pots until you can't move. In my case, it's this one right here. I can't move it. So this is the real monster. So, you can literally destroy the pots for tech points, and if you destroy all of them, you have a 10% chance of gaining a Mythril Stone from it, like so. Once you've done that, go ahead and cast Aerogar. If you don't have Aerogar, you can use Guard to time... just time his attacks and just guard it. And you get tech points for doing it too. But if you have Aerogar, you can literally just stand here until he decides to attack you physically. Unfortunately, he is a troll, so this might take a while. Come on, attack me! Fuck. There you go. After you get stunned, you get one quick free combo. And then you have to wait for him to attack you again. Fortunately, it wasn't being a troll that time. This is kind of an annoying monster, but this is the best way to get your Mythril Stones. Unfortunately, he doesn't always drop it, but you have a 10% chance of destroying the pots, or the Scorpion himself will drop it. Okay, guys, so Mythril. Unfortunately, Mythril you're probably gonna have to make. You can get Mythril drops, but unfortunately it requires killing a certain amount of enemies with Bambi on the field, and there's only, in my opinion, one good place to do that, and it's missable. I'll show on screen right now at the end of the world. Unfortunately, it's missable, but you can get Bambi to drop Mythril if you kill like 12, 15, 18 enemies if you're fast enough. And you do get Mythril and chests in the game, but probably not enough to fulfill all the requirements. So you're gonna have to make Mythril. Same goes with Dark Matter. Dark Matter, you can't get anything to drop it in the game, and there are specific ways of getting Dark Matter throughout the game. But at late game, you're gonna have to make Dark Matter using Mithrils. Our next item is going to be Mystery Goo, which you can get from any mushroom Heartless in the game. I prefer to get mine from the white mushrooms, preferably in deep jungle, because they only require four types of magic. The later mushrooms, they require all 7 magic. That's Blizzard. I'm too slow.
Fire!
So all you gotta do is please them.
Fire!
And sometimes they give you Mystery Goo, sometimes they don't. It's just a matter of the draw, I guess.
Thunder!
When they do that, use Thunder. When they're shivering, use Fire. When they're lying on the floor like that, use Cure, but they didn't... I'm not getting a target for it. Why am I not getting a target for it? Anyway, you want
Deep freeze!
Blizzard. And finally, Mystery Goo. I got two in one screen. So I always seem to get my Mystery Goo from these guys, but you can get them from the Black Fungus and the ones where you have to keep hitting them in the air. But personally, that's the worst mushroom in the game. I can't stand that one. All right, back up in the treehouse. You'll notice I've got a shit ton of MP. For this next one, we need as much MP as possible to perform this strat. Also, you want Ragnarok, you want Stop, and you want Aroga to perform this. So put everything you have on for the maximum MP. That's why I got my Diamond Dust Keyblade for this. Can I get up there? Thank you. You know you would spawn this Heartless because you'll find these white mushrooms instead of wyverns up here. Wyverns. And once you unstop all 3 of them, this big boy will show up in the middle. This big boy right here. So, how this trick works is, you want to get behind the house and stare at him, and then you want to summon.
Give me strength!
I summon Bambi because Bambi gives me MP. But what we're doing here is we're trapping our party members behind the house, because what's going to happen is when they respawn, if they hit the mushroom, it's going to deduct points. But we need to hit as many hits as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm just trying to get all my MP back. It's back. So we're going to dismiss. Arrow. Make sure you target his head for this, because you want to have Ragnarok on. And then you want to stop.
Power! Sit! Let's go! Take that! Come on!
Okay. I didn't do the maximum hits, because you're supposed to do 100 hits. But 60 plus is fine, because 60 plus you get the Serenity power. Did I get 100 hits? I did get 100 hits. Alright, 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 cool. And you get a prime cap for that. I forget what the prime cap is. It doesn't matter. Anyway, that's how you kill... I didn't really explain it. Basically, you're stopping him, and then you have a certain amount of time to do as much hits as possible. And you have to time the Ragnarok to when it's like fully big burst, and then you press Y to release its missiles, and then you keep attacking it while the missiles are going off. And then you have to stand still for a second and press Ragnarok again. The reason you have to trap the party members is because if they hit him, it deducts the points, but you want to do as many points as possible. And every 60... From 60 hits upwards, every 10 hits, you get a chance of Serenity power. And I think I got like 3 or 4 there. Yeah, I got 3 or 4. I think I already had one, so 4. Coming to the outside, you'll find this balloon thing that belongs in Atlantica, but it's here in Neverland for some reason. And annoyingly, he likes to run away, so cast Arroga. I was a bit late in casting it, so I got hit. And I think if you get hit, it reduces the chance of getting Dazzling Stones. But once you kill it, it'll drop at least 1 Dazzling Stone every time. I got 2 there since I got lucky, I guess. Unfortunately, he normally, when you kill it, it's going to be over water, so you want to have as many treasure magnets as possible. I'm now level 87, so treasure magnet is not a big deal now, and everyone should have it. So I was fortunate that I got it, because otherwise those prizes are just going to fall in the water. Anyway, back in Hollow Bastion, you will encounter this dude. He's meant to be invisible right now. Because I stopped him, I guess he doesn't want to become invisible. If you don't kill him fast enough, he runs away. But he drops your energy stones, and in this room, you have a chance to spawn him twice. Like, you have two chances of spawning him. So the first one is up there. And the other one is up here, after I deal with these guys. Because I'm pretty sure you have to kill all the Heartless as well. Stomp might be very useful, because he likes to, like, fly around the room a lot. Gonna cast Arrow as well to do more damage. Guys being trolls, of course. There we go. So there, you have 2 shots again, energy stones in this one room. You can get him to spawn in the entrance hall as well of Hollow Bastion, but I prefer this room. Just because you have 2 chances. Alright, our final enemy we have to kill for Synthesis is these new enemies called Neo Shadows. Unfortunately, I don't know a good way of killing these guys, to be honest. You just keep killing them until they decide to die. And usually they drop a Stormy Stone. And you only need like 5 of them in total, unless you plan to synthesize multiple things twice. Things multiple times. Because at this stage, I can only seem to get like 1 combo off, and then they decide to just go underground a lot, so I like to air combo. And just like that is your last synthesis item. And with that, we've completed all the items in the game. A few hours later, we are back with all the items we need to create the Ultima weapon. Let's do it. First off, we got this. Next we have the 7 elements. And finally, the Ultima weapon. And there you go, everybody. That is my complete synthesis guide on where to find every item to craft the Ultima weapon. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next